So the Cookout Southern 500 is on this weekend in the NASCAR Cup Series. It's the final Cup Series regular season race before the playoffs kick off in a couple weeks' time. But let's have a look at the most successful drivers around the Darlington, South Carolina Superspeedway. The first ever Superspeedway, some people call this as well, on the NASCAR calendar. Now, I am not including any events that are not called the Southern 500 on this list. If there have been other races at Darlington over the years in NASCAR Cup Series that aren't called the Southern 500, they are not counted for this list. This is purely based upon the Southern 500. So which drivers have done the best here over the years? So normally I do a top 5 or so when it comes to these videos on NASCARchronicle.com. However, I'm going to just open it up a little bit with this one, just because there's someone who has 6 wins, someone who has 5 wins, someone who has 4 wins, and then a bunch of drivers who have 3 wins apiece on this list. So I'm just going to quickly go through the ones who have 3 wins around the Southern 500 over the years. So I'll go from the most modern to the oldest, and I'll start with Denny Hamlin, someone who is of course still on the NASCAR grid and going for that NASCAR Cup Series title as well this time around. He will make the playoffs no matter what, of course. He won here in 2010, 2017 and 2021. Can he make it 4 victories overall in 2024? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. After that, we've got Bill Elliott, who was won here in 1985, 88 and 1994. Then Dale Earnhardt Sr., he won here in 1987, 89 and 1990, a back-to-back winner there. Also a back-to-back winner was David Pearson. He won in 76, 77 and 79, 3 out of 4 years there. Very impressive for him. Then we go a long way back to the past, back to the 1950s and the 60s, the origins of NASCAR, with Buck Baker. He won in 1953, 60 and 64. And lastly on the 3-time winner list was Herb Thomas. He was the first one to do this in 1951, 54 and 55. But who's up next? Well, with 4 victories to his name over the years at the Southern 500, it's none other than Bobby Allison, winning back-to-back in 71 and 72. He also won in 75, and his final victory at the Southern 500 was in 1983. Then, who's got 5 victories? Well, high fives all around to Cale Yarborough. He won in 68, back-to-back in 73 and 74, and also in 78 and 82. But the most successful driver over the years in NASCAR around the Southern 500 is, I didn't guess this, but a very good driver, of course, over the years, is none other than Jeff Gordon, who won here 6 times overall, and he won 4 times back-to-back as well. Won back-to-back in 95, 96, 97 and 98, dominated the race during those years. He also won in 2002 and finally in 2007 as well. So there you go, guys, the most successful NASCAR drivers at the Southern 500 over the years in the Cup Series. Like I said, we could well get Denny Hamlin going to 4 victories this year. There's nobody currently on the grid who has 2 victories though, so not likely to see anybody else join this list anytime soon. So yeah, who's your pick to get the victory this weekend in the NASCAR Cup Series, the Cookout Southern 500? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and of course keep it subscribed to the NASCARchronicle.com to see much more video content on stock car racing just like this.